Yay! It's Jen and our jammies. Got my cardigan on today because I was a wee bit cool. Got to keep warm, got to keep warm. So I was having a ponder this morning. I had some interesting conversations yesterday, and then again this morning there was a couple of messages in social media of conversations that were continued from yesterday. I'd spoken to a couple of clients yesterday as well, and one of my clients has had Crohn's for many years, so she's much further down her journey than I am, and she had some real insight and wisdom. And then I was having a similar conversation. I will get to these conversations in a second. I was having a similar conversation with somebody else who has different conditions but also suffers from fatigue. And yesterday for me, I was really tired, so I did a 40-minute meditation all wrapped up in my blankets with some music playing, and then I had a client, and then after the client left I was like really cold and a bit exhausted, so I thought I'll go and lie in my bed, pulled the blanket over me, and ended up lying watching social media videos for a couple hours. Did find a really good recipe for vegan macaroni cheese though, which was good, so check out the Happy Pear. And then I made that for my lunch, and then I was still not energetic, so I thought I'm going to go and do another guided meditation. So I have a 37-minute yoga nidra meditation, so I did that, and after I finished that I thought, I wonder if there's a healing meditation on YouTube, so I looked that up and I found myself a healing meditation. And then I could see outside that the sky was blue and it was a bit sunny, and Chris had been saying to me the other day about how many weeds there were across the allotment and that there needed weeding to be done, and he can't do it all by himself, and I really like weeding, so I thought I'll pop over to the allotment for an hour and do some weeding. So I did that, and that ended up an hour's meditation, because when you're weeding you don't really think of anything else, you're just crawling about the ground looking for the weeds, pulling them up, and it's a really nice experience, and you get to see how everything else is growing. And that actually made me feel a lot better, having been outside in the fresh air, in the sunshine, getting my vitamin D, being in amongst the plants, moving around in that quiet headspace, and that actually was what had re-energised me. And one of the conversations that, or many conversations that I've had with people who suffer from fatigue, is that they're always thinking about the person that they used to be and how energetic they used to be. And I've been the same. I used to teach 20 classes a week. I then did other exercise on top of that. I walked everywhere. I was active all the time. And now that's not possible. And I read an article about Thich Nhat Hanh yesterday. And within that article, he was talking about when he comes to pass, and in Vietnam they're talking about putting up a temple for him, and he doesn't want a temple built for him, and he doesn't want his remains put into a small bottle and then put inside a temple. What he wants is a plaque put up to say, I am not in here and I am not out here either, but I am in every breath and every step that you take. That's kind of paraphrasing the last wee bit, I can't quite remember, but he was talking about, because he's Buddhist, even in his passing of his physical body, he will still be present in everything else that he's in. And that kind of brought to mind something that I had also read that the Dalai Lama had said. He's like, we're not who we were yesterday and we're not who we are tomorrow, we are who we are today. So for those of us that are struggling with things like fatigue, and this was something that my client yesterday morning had said to me, she's like, we're not that person anymore, we are who we are just now, and there has to be an element of acceptance that sometimes you're just tired, and that's totally fine, and I get that. And what I think is, if we've got this internal battle going on, the word battle itself suggests that there's a fight going on inside. If you're in battle, that's exhausting. So if you're, oh, I used to be this person, and I used to be that person, and I used to have this energy, and I used to have that energy, and that's the constant memory that's there, and that's the constant desire, that's what's going to wear you down. That's going to make you feel even more fatigued and more tired. Whereas if you can be much more accepting of who you are right here, right now, in this present moment, in this present time, then there's a good chance that you're going to get more energy, because you're not fighting anything, you're accepting of what's going on right here, right now. So it's being able to stay present. And I think that's so important, because we're not out there, and we're not over there, and we're not here, we're not anywhere else. We are here right in this moment, and we are who we are within this physical body, and we're having and impacting an influence on other people around about us as we are right now. And if we are in that I wish I was something else, or I wish I was somewhere else, then we're not going to be able to have that same kind of influence and that same kind of effect. And that was just my thoughts this morning while I was in my jammies. So let me know what you think about general jammies. I'm always intrigued to know. Until next time. Peace out, brothers and sisters.